Virginia Democratic Senator Mark Warner. Good morning. Good to have you here.
Good morning, Margaret.
So on this shutdown, we have seen the CEO of all the major airlines come out. The union that represents the air traffic controllers all support the Republican position of just quickly fund the government with a short-term clean spending bill. The American Federation of Government Employees also echoing that. AFSA, which represents the diplomats our country has, are coming out and saying that. They're saying in high-threat posts, they don't have armored vehicles because they can't afford to repair them. Cyber attacks are up. Consular officers are paying out of pocket to visit ill or incarcerated Americans. Medication shipments aren't arriving. Bills aren't being paid. At what point does all of this pain and pressure end the shutdown?
I hope it ends it this week. Frankly, I see it from my folks. I was greeting voters yesterday. We have early vote for our gubernatorial election. But I hear people also very angry at this president. I mean, we knew this wasn't going to end unless Donald Trump was back in the country. He's now back in the country. He got to go ahead and put America first and sit down with us, deal with the health care shortage, deal as well, and to show the just cruelty of this administration. There were $6 billion set aside for SNAP benefits. He's had judges say, spend that money. We're still waiting to see whether the administration wants to appeal that. Get the money out to people in need. Sit down with us, get this resolved this week, and let's get everybody back to work.
When you say it's going to end this week, does that mean you're going to see more Democrats cross the aisle and agree to vote for a short-term spending bill? Three have.
What we've seen from your polling and everything else, it's a pox on both your houses.
Yeah.
We got to put this to bed. It's going to require Trump in the room. It's why the bipartisan conversation so far, I don't think we'll ever get to yes, because unfortunately, my Republican colleagues can't move on anything without a Trump sign-off. Trump has spent enough time going out there now trying to audition for a Nobel Prize, running around the world, come back and put America first, sit down, and let's get this resolved. It can be done in an hour using Donald Trump terms.
But to be clear, what is the Democratic ask at this point to get that? Because Leader Thune has said, hey, I'll talk to you about health care, open the government first.
The Democratic ask is everyone as of Saturday saw health care rates skyrocket.
Right.
This is an immediate crisis, too.
Right, we've blown past that date of
we can
November 1st.
deal with this jointly, but it's going to require the active intervention of the president.
Meaning you need to see some sort of negotiation on an extension to government health care subsidies before voting to reopen the government?
President Trump has ended up, and I'm a big supporter of Ukraine, has met more with Vladimir Zelensky this year than he's met with any Democratic
So the
leadership.
ask is the meeting.
The meeting is, let's sit down and resolve it. I can't believe Donald Trump, the great deal maker of deal makers, who at least how he presents himself, sitting down with us, we couldn't reach an agreement in an hour.
But at this point, what I hear you saying is you are not willing to cross the aisle for an immediate short-term funding bill that is clean. You still need a negotiation over health care.
If the notion of at least sitting down to talk about health care, making sure that $6 billion that is set aside for SNAP benefits gets paid out so people don't go hungry, and we get the government reopened. Again, the President of the United States has said, when he was not president, that it's the responsibility of a president to end shutdowns. He has paid no attention to this shutdown. He stopped his many international trips. Come, sit down, and let's get this resolved.
And there's been outreach, or there hasn't been outreach?
There's lots of conversations.
So when you say you're optimistic, or would you say you're optimistic about it happening this week?
As what your poll indicated, people are pox on both your houses at this point. Get the darn thing open, deal with the health care cliff. Don't let people go hungry when we've got money set aside on SNAP. That can all be accomplished sooner the better.
And we'll be talking about those food stamps later in the program. I want to ask you about your national security portfolio.